Good. I guess it's still morning? No, it's just afternoon. It's September the 13th. I just got my haircut here at the Hotel Saskatchewan. Now I'm heading home. So this will be a short walk. I didn't walk on my way down here because I had to stop by the bank machine to get money to pay for the haircut. So it will be a short walk home. So we come in behind the hotel here. It's threatening to rain today, so hopefully I don't get rained on the way home, although I did just feel a spit of rain as I came out. Let's go down here because I don't walk down here very often. Apartment building on my right. Parking lot for the Hotel Saskatchewan on my left. Writing-wise today, I'm trying to finish the editing on this book called Loggerheads for Endless Sky Books. It's a memoir from a logger who worked on the west coast, Vancouver Island, and was involved in what was called the War in the Woods of Quayakut Sound 30 years ago. And I can go this way. I never go this way, so let's go this way. So I'm editing that. I've also got an interview, not me interviewing somebody for the podcast, but me being interviewed by somebody. That's happening shortly after I get home at 1 o'clock. So there you go. That's what I'm doing today. And now I have short hair to do it with. I look much better. You know, for some values of looking better, I guess. This is a crosswalk, so we'll take it. Maybe walk up this street, which is not one it's not that I never walk along here, but I always walk along here. Hello, Afzal. Hello. Welcome aboard. This has an old spiral fire escape in the front, which is interesting. It's an old apartment building. That's a fairly new apartment building compared to the one I just walked by. But still probably from the 50s. As I often mention, this is called the transition area. Well, I think it's actually called the core, but sometimes called transition because it's has been transitioning from houses to multi-unit dwellings and commercial stuff. Cornwall Village Co-op apartments for 50 plus, now renting. Hey, they would rent to me, I'm 50 plus. Considerably plus of 50. Seniors Housing Co-op. Saskatchewan's big on co-ops. Over here we have Priority Accounting Services in this old house. I often mention this condo building here. When we were looking to buy a condo when we were getting married, we toured one here and liked it a lot, and that was one reason we bought the one we did a couple of blocks over on Scarth Street, which we still own, that we lived in when we first got married in 1997. Not a big fan of the pig snout awning, but that's just me. This is better than some. This one, Royal Court, it's called. Made by the same developer that did ours. They have basement level ones, which ours doesn't have. Another old apartment building over there. Go down here past the, what's it called? Tangerine. Probably starting to do its lunchtime stuff now. know why there's a school bus sitting here. There used to be an archery range in the basement of that building. I don't know if it's still there or not. Yes, and Sterling Productions there does musicals. Tangerine is a restaurant and coffee shop, and they have a meeting space in between here. I'll go this way, since they're stocked anyway. More drugs over here. Canada Post truck, picking up or delivering mail, or both, as the case may be. It's a hybrid. Another old apartment building over there. Police car sitting there in front of what used to be an art gallery. Used to be the Susan Whitney Gallery over there. I think somebody's living in it as a house again now, but I'm not entirely sure. Prairie Psychology Services in that old house. Some of these, like that one, for sure, was on in my Historic Walks of Regina News Child book. But I don't remember the details about it. Rock garden, that means somebody doesn't want to mow grass. Just have to keep the weeds down, though. They still grow up even through there. Oh, one for rent there. And there's this yellow house here. It's interesting because of the lack of a window above the door. It gives it a strange one-eyed look on this side. I knew somebody that lived in this building, but I've never been in it. I don't think I was in it when he lived there. I just knew he lived there. Get a lot of people out now because it's lunch hour. A lot of people walking. Taking a chance and cross here. I've been in this house on one of the Davin homeschool tours years ago. Nice landscaping behind it there. That one's still a house, I would say, although it is for sale. This one is not a house. It has Marcia Herbeck and Associates Chartered Accountants. Oh, this one actually has a plaque. The McPherson Graham residence. Built in 1911 for Archibald J. McPherson. Is that the one that used to have a dentist in it? Maybe. This one's a hair studio now. This one is yellow. That's about all I can say about it. Doesn't have a sign, so it might be a house, but it might be an office as well. Same for this. Is that the one I was in? Just say financial group, so it is an office. Scan a financial group. We take the alley today? Why not? It's a blue house, that's what it is. That might have been the one I was in years ago that had a film company in it, but I'm not entirely sure. A new garage to go with an old house. This is new too, actually, back here. But it is an old house that it's attached to. It looks like they're doing a bunch of work behind it. They got a hole dug. Putting in something. Hi. This is an apartment building. I have been in that one. I've been in the Big one they're working behind too, although it's changed since I was in it. So we stick to the alley. There's somebody coming, so maybe not. Oh yeah, go across the alley. I walk down College all the time, so walking down the alley is more interesting to me, maybe not to you. Maybe this was the one I was in that had the film company in it. I think I got that job too. It was like one of the few videos I did. It was a Farm Credit Corporation video. I was playing a farmer. Some guy complimented me, some other actor complimented me because I was so natural on camera that it never translated into anything of a film career. Back when there even was a film industry in Saskatchewan. There's more of one now than there was for a while, but it got driven out because the government decided to quit subsidizing it. There's a house I've been in many times. Used to belong to Morris and Jackie Shumihatcher. Interesting kind of Japanese style roof on it. Might as well carry on through the tunnel down here. Leads to parking, as you might expect. Could, of course, cut through this parking lot, but that's boring. Maximum height clearance 6 feet. That should mean I can't even walk under there without hitting my head. Coming up to Albert Street. The old Saskatchewan Government Telephones building there. Then the second Saskatchewan Government Telephones building there. Up, it's taller. And then they moved downtown where my wife works now in the tower that's attached to Cornwall Centre. It's their head office. And I've missed this light in the worst possible way. I gotta wait for it to change, which takes forever. Oh well. See some nice fall colors over there in Wascana Centre, and over here too. So that's College Avenue, which I did not walk down. You can see it's starting to get gray and cloudy. I could walk the other way. That would really take me out of my way. And I just have to wait for an even longer light further down. So enjoy this view of Albert Street for a few minutes. I look forward to getting home and having lunch before I have to be interviewed at 1 o'clock. It's a video interview, so the fact I got a haircut should make me look better. It'll be on YouTube eventually. I'll post a link to it if I remember on my channel. I do post some of that stuff. When I remember, I posted links to interviews with me and with some of the publishers that I publish as well, some of the authors that I publish. This is why you don't ride your bicycle on the sidewalk. He almost ran me over. Also, he just drove the wrong way down this one-way piece of the street here. So when people tell me that I need to respect bicyclists, share the road, I always think, well, fine, but if they would obey the traffic laws like they're supposed to, it'd be a lot easier, because you never know what they're going to do. And of course, as a pedestrian, I often note that bicyclists don't warn you when they're coming up on you, and they're silent. So, hello, Michelle. Just coming in at the tail end here. I'll be home in about 5 minutes. This is a short walk today after a long one yesterday. Tomorrow I'll probably walk downtown again. or back from downtown again, the way it's shaping up. Although I might do it down south end too. I could. I do have to take the car back to get an air filter they didn't have yesterday. That used to be Church of Christ Scientist. Now it's Unitarian Center. Mostly I think of it as a place where the Fringe Festival does shows. 1928, so it was built 2 years after our house. 2 years after the school, which is just up here too. Here we are on Angus Crescent. Dust busters are busting dust somewhere in that house, I guess. Furnace and duct cleaning. Yeah, we had that done right after our renovations. Probably have it done again sometime soon. It's been a while now. That tree's got this huge growth on it. There they are, still plugging away over there in the new house. Some contractors are working somewhere because our contractor hasn't worked in our backyard on our extension now for weeks. Okay, and I'm home. So thanks for walking with me. I know it was short, but sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.